Hey guys, welcome back to Rebuild Rescue. Today we're back in the hangar again with the 401 Phoenix, and it's an exciting day because we're gonna get this rudder and this tail assembly all cleaned up, all alodined. I know, more alodining, more cleaning up, more primering, but we gotta get it done because this is going to be the first large parts that go back on the Phoenix. We're gonna get these all fixed up, all ready to go, and get them installed. Let's go.
To say this project has been full of ups and downs would be an understatement. Last week, we shared our failure of not being able to make it to Oshkosh this year. Realizing that, I was totally devastated. But the overwhelming support from the community has reinvigorated us all here at Rebuild Rescue, and we're more determined than ever to get the Phoenix flying once again.
If you guys saw in a previous episode, the Lord Group is here, and they're gonna be doing brand new boots, so we gotta pull all the boots off of all the surfaces, which I heard is a huge pain in the butt. I've never done it before, but there's also a little bit of corrosion here and there, and we want to get that cleaned up. We're going to scuff everything down, we're going to re-alodine it, and then we're going to prime it. We're going to do the same thing to the tail here, and you know what, we also got to dig out all of the flight control surfaces, so we got a lot to do today. So
typical day.
Typical day, man, typical day. So let's grab this first, and we'll take it over there.
I feel like I want to throw these on a flatbed and take them through a car wash.
I know. That's like every part that we ever touched.
Hey, Jason. Jason. Hey.
Oh, hey, sorry. I had my earbuds on noise isolation mode, so I can't hear anything.
Are those new ones you just got?
Oh yeah, these are the new Raycon earbuds. These things are really cool. Not only do they fit on my ear perfectly and they don't hurt, but they also don't fall out. And I always have problems with typical earbuds falling out of my ears. When I have to get something done in the hangar, I throw these in and I put on the noise isolation mode. That way I can focus on exactly what I'm doing. But when I'm out and about, I end up clicking on the awareness mode so I can hear what's going on around me. One of the things that really got me on board with the Raycon earbuds was the fact that they are IPX6 water resistant. So if I'm sweating during a workout or if I accidentally get some water on them while working around the shop, I don't have to worry about them breaking.
How often are you actually getting water on you at the shop?
Well, it usually... Thanks, Joe. The earbuds have up to 8 hours of playtime for listening to audio and making calls. Plus, the charging case holds an additional 32 hours of battery time. Raycon is premium audio at the perfect price point, so you can build great habits without breaking the bank. The best thing about these earbuds are the price. They start at half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon wants to make sure that you feel great about your purchase. They offer buy now and pay later options, and every purchase has an easy and free return guarantee. So guys, if you're ready to buy something small with a big impact, click on the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/rebuildrescue to get 15% off your Raycon purchase. Give me this. So this is the donor tail, because if you guys remember, the other tail has some damage on it, and all of these surfaces here were just completely mutilated. So we were really lucky. Again, the purchase and this deal that we found over in Europe, over in Brussels, this was like the find of the century for the 401 project, for the Phoenix. It really was what is going to make everything possible. So we're gonna clean it up, we're gonna inspect it. Yeah, all good stuff, all good stuff. I can't wait to get this finished up. We'll get this boot off and get the rest of this paint off, and then we'll find the top piece for this as well, because we're gonna have to refinish that. If you guys look, this stuff is actually, it's like a cloth with a rubber and like a membrane in it. And what this thing does is it has air pressure. When you turn the de-icing on, it expands and contracts to break the icing off of the surfaces so you don't fall out of the sky.
Nice.
Yeah, very important. All right, so let's flip this over and we'll get the other side.
Is that where the air comes in?
Yeah, so it would be an attachment. I believe it runs down inside here, down through somewhere in here, and then comes into the airplane. We're gonna replace every single inch of that tube with all brand new stuff.
I wonder if the maintenance manual says take this out with elbow grease and vice grips.
Right. No, it would probably say remove boot.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things that you look for when you are working on an older airplane. If you guys look here, this is a main support of this rudder assembly, of the tail assembly here. And that corrosion is on the main strip that runs the length of the tail. This whole side piece would need completely replaced. We just spent all that time getting the boot off of this one. And I haven't told Joe this, he's actually right there. But this may be a no-go. But I think one of the other tails we have also has some damage on the top part. So I'm not sure yet. We're gonna look at them, but this is why we're not promising Oshkosh. This is why we're taking our time. We'll get it fixed up. We'll get it figured out and move forward. Don't be sad, Joe. It's okay. You know, normally what just happened to us would have been like this really, really depressing thing, which it is a little bit. But, you know, the thing that's not depressing is we just recalibrate here. You know, we find another path. Honestly, that was a little bit of my mistake because Joe and I put a ton of time into that whole setup, and you know, we didn't really properly inspect it before stripping it because we figured that was outdone by another shop. That thing was good to go. They were ready to install it. So yeah, it just goes to show you, A, don't trust what someone else inspects, and B, just look at everything for yourself, especially before you put a ton of time into anything. So we're inspecting this, and yeah, we'll make sure we don't run into the same thing with this. We just decided that we're going to take the original 401 tail, both pieces. We're gonna strip them. Sorry, Joe. It's gonna take a ton more time, and I think that's the right thing to do. The more of the 401 that is the 401, I think is what we need to do. So we're gonna start stripping. Not like that, Joe.
I get confused from time to time.
Yep.
How does this one look? Better?
Full of birds.
Depends on your definition of better.
Yeah, right. So if you look in here, I mean, it's got all kinds of dry bird stuff, but there's no wet bird stuff in here. I mean, it's gonna have to be cleaned out a good bit, but, and again, like looking at that tail, I think this tail's in better shape, and we want to use the best parts we have. And those parts were all ready from a shop to put together, and we found problems with them. It just blows me away.
Is that something that like would have happened in the years that it was sitting in that hangar, or like it was like that?
Different shops and different people have different standards.
Yeah.
You know, is what you run into, and our standard with the 401 has been a high standard. So
The amount of work and energy we're putting into it, why not?
yeah, and it's just safer that way. And you know, there's just with anything you do, there's a right and a wrong way of doing it. Kind of funny, I guess, for some people to hear me say that, but I am actually really picky with my work. What do you think, Joe? Strip this down or what?
Yeah.
All right.
Plans have changed.
Plans have changed. We need a shirt that says that.
Becoming the new favorite rebuild.
Oh my
rescue
gosh.
catchphrase.
Not favorite at all.
I figured the nice thing about Valvo is once you get this done, Joe, then we can put it back in again.
Joe doesn't want to hear anything.
I don't believe a word that comes out of any of your mouths.
We're going all in here. We're not messing around. Getting this thing stripped. We got to get this thing stripped and primered and fitted and cleaned and installed in a couple days. Got a call from our friends over at the AOPA, and they're stopping by today with their sweepstakes. I believe it's a Cessna 170. You guys saw it down at Oshkosh. I think that's him right up there. And from what he said, it's supposed to have some new, like, I think it's a 390. Wow, and I'll tell you what, that has one heck of a sound to it. That sounds really good, and it looks like they have the larger Bush tires on it because they look huge from here. All right, let's see what kind of landing Eric can get here. Sneakers got a little bigger.
So did the engine.
It sounded like it. How are you, brother? Hey, look, he's repping too.
Oh, it's cold though. I'm gonna put a coat on.
It is really cold. So I guess you guys have what, avionics yet, and
Avionics, paint,
and interior,
and then giving it away.
Nice. So and this year is mine, right? We agreed on that. I thought. What? Wait, Joe, don't record this.
No such
Wait a
agreement.
sec. No, I'm just
There'll
kidding.
be a lot of angry people
I
out there.
can't wait to. No, I wouldn't want to win it because I want to see. I'd love to see somebody get it that wouldn't have the ability to do one themselves. We could do one of these, and I might have to do one of these. Yeah, let's roll inside and get a little warm. It's freezing out here.
Is that the AOPA?
That's the Swift's plane.
Wow. Okay. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, please do.
Here's the 401. Is it a little different than when you saw it last? So we got gray primer on it. We thought it looked nice flying with gray and green and some yellow. And
It looks like it might be one of those special forces kind of.
well, I wasn't going to leak
big
that
gray dome.
information, but since you brought it out, you know. But yeah, she's all primered up. All the parts are primered up, and now we're stripping the tail. For all you guys that said, you know, it's going to be more 402 than 401, so now the whole tail, the only thing we're putting on it is the wings off of the 402, the rebuilt wings, which it's got a bunch of parts that aren't even for the 402 because they're pretty much new wings, and you know, the overhauled engines and stuff.
So it's a 401 and a half.
Yeah, it's a 401 and a half. So we have a pair of gloves for you.
So I've got to go. Clear.
So you can't have the AOPA guy stop and bring the sweepstakes airplane and not get a ride in it. So we're gonna take off here, and we're gonna see if we can find a grass field or a grass strip or cornfield, something. So we're gonna find something like. I hope it's not a cornfield. We're gonna find an airport to land at and kind of show off what this thing's built for. I'm excited. I've never been in a land of grass.
Oh, well, this will be your first time?
Yeah, first time. Excited.
What does he say? Let's get at it?
Let's get at it. Let's do it.
Chester County traffic, Cessna 3224 Alpha, departing runway 29er.
All right, let's see how quick this thing takes off.
All right, I'll pull up here to these lines. Stop. Crazy, right?
And we have liftoff.
A little bit bumpy down here today, unfortunately. Sorry.
It is.
Couldn't do anything about that.
No. Well, next time don't order so many bumps.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get my money back on them. I mean, you want to fly it some?
Yeah.
Go for it. So this makes what, the 47th different airplane type you've flown?
Geez, I don't even know anymore. I should look at that. Quite a few.
And you've never been over this way before?
Nope.
Okay. Watch, we'll go and try and land on what we think is a runway and end up being somebody's field.
Yeah, Amos will be walking his donkey next to it.
Yeah. Keller Brothers traffic, 3224 Alpha, final 25 Keller Brothers.
Oh, like butter. A little jealous right now.
Are you?
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, well, thank you. Don't tell anybody. All right. I'll go back taxi. Keller Brothers traffic, Cessna 3224 Alpha, back taxi, runway 25, Keller Brothers. All right, let's do it again. And here we go.
Didn't even need a runway.
What's a runway for, anyway? So what do you think of the 170?
This thing's awesome. This thing's cool. I mean, it's a bumpy day, so it's hard to tell. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be cool to do some steep turns and some slow flight and kind of that stuff. On a smoother day, I'd love to do that and see how it is. You know what I mean?
I know somebody who could make that happen.
It'd be cool just the characteristics of it with the modifications.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to make a killer airplane.
Well, maybe not a killer airplane.
Whoa.
Ooh.
This is going to make a really stable and safe airplane for someone to
There we go.
to enjoy aviation in a different way, than a conventional, tired and powered airplane.
Yeah. I love it. Chester County traffic, Cessna 3224 Alpha, final 29, Chester County. Like butter.
Man, Guys, if you haven't checked out AOPA yet, well, that kind of means you've been under a rock because AOPA has been around forever. They are an absolute awesome group of people, and they support aviation in so many different ways. Check them out. Get a membership because that gives you the chance to win this.
Yes.
So get a membership. Check out their sweepstakes. We'll put something in the link down below so you guys can click on it and see what they're about if you don't already know, and also see how you can get this airplane.
Helicopter 4 Delta Mike.
So now that we have this tail all cleaned up, it's time to tackle these boots. So we're gonna take these boots off, and then after that, we're gonna come in, we're gonna clean out all of this filler that's all over the wing. We're gonna do a little bit of surgery on the small dents where we can, where we can't reach them. We're gonna put some lightweight aircraft filler in there, and then we're gonna prime this whole surface, and then we're gonna clean it out. We're gonna get all this stuff out of the pressure washer. We'll get it alodined, then we'll get it primed, and we're gonna stick it right up there, right up where it belongs. So if anybody wants a slightly used boot, we got some.
For our kid viewers out there, don't forget, Sam is watching and he is going to check the list twice this year. So make sure you...
Santa Claus, and there's his... Wait, that's his elf, Joe. Oh, he's the shop. So Joe is the 800-year-old shop help.
What was the elf's name?
Buddy.
Buddy!
You forgot your own elf's name? That's messed up.
All right, so we have everything all done right now, except for we don't have all these like hundreds of dings that are along here all filled and sanded out. That is a big job. So Joe and I, right now Joe's actually sanding, kind of roughing them up, so when we get the filler in there that it'll adhere really well. But yeah, we're gonna get at it. We're gonna get these filled. It's a big job. So yeah, we're gonna get at it. We're gonna get these filled. All right, so Joe and I got all this stuff filled last night. We did have to let it set up, but it looks, it's good to set up now. We didn't do anything on the underside. There was only a couple little dings on the other side. I don't think we're too worried about it. We really need to get this done. So now we're gonna get in here. We're gonna get in here with our sanders. We're gonna get this all sanded up.
Yeah, we only got a handful of spots to go. I got really big hands.
Yeah, so we're gonna move through this. We'll get this all sanded up, and then we'll get. I don't know if we're gonna get. We got to get all this scrubbed down yet. We have a lot of work to do. So let's get at it. All right, guys, so we have all the filler all sanded up. We have all the surfaces prepped. Now all we got to do is get it over here. We're going to pressure wash it. We have to get some of these areas here that need a little bit of scuffing, a little bit of prepping, and then we're iodining, and then we're zinc chroming, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Then we're installing.
Then we're installing. Hopefully we're installing. This is like the size of a wing of a regular airplane.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let that set up there for a few minutes, and then we're gonna rinse it off, flip it over, iodine it, and do the same thing on the other side. So Joe and I just got back from getting our horizontal stabilizer all primed up over at my shops at Mr. Dent. Now we just got to get this thing up over on the 401 in position, and we finally have something put back on the 401. So I didn't want to forget, Alex from LegitStreetCars was out here a few months ago to check out the 401. He also brought his C63 AMG Giveaway car. Wow, this thing's looking pretty cool. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
How are you?
What's up?
How are you,
man?
Good to meet
How
you.
you doing?
Peter.
Jason, how's it going, man? These are sweet. I had a 2012 for a while, and
Facelift one. You know, whatever. I knew it was either going to cost me $200 or $10,000 to fix.
Right.
So, yeah.
nice.
Well, I don't know if I told you, but you know, Mods and Miles, the auction company I started.
Yeah.
This is a big promotion for the site, so I'm giving this away to someone eventually.
Wow.
And it's totally free to enter.
You heard it from Alex at LegitStreetCars.
That's right.
You're giving this. Can I win it?
You could win it.
I could
mean,
win-
unless we have
I could
a
win it.
no YouTuber clause in there. I don't know. We might have to put that in.
Well, could Harrison win?
Yes, yes.
Could Harrison?
Yes,
He doesn't.
there's,
Does it
there's
count?
always a back door.
All right.
But it's going to be completely
This means
free
I'll
to
take care
enter.
of it.
Like, you don't have to buy
Free.
a t-shirt, nothing.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, so it's
I love it.
sharemodsandmiles.com.
Well, and that's how I met you. Actually, I reached out because you're always fixing like every car that I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
So, you know, we had that Austin Healey, and, you know, I messed my leg up. I have a million projects, and, you know, so Alex was like, yeah, let's, you know, get the body work done, get it up to me up in Chicago, and we'll get it knocked out.
Go to town. I don't do body work, but I do mechanical
Yeah,
work,
and so 23rd Garage is getting the body work done.
Yeah, right, in Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Right? Okay, cool.
And then Alex is gonna I'm gonna come up and help as much as I can. You know, we'll get the all the mechanical stuff done.
Yeah.
And then people can get onto your channel, see that video, and it's like another entry to win no cost. Like it's a free
That's
entry
right.
as well.
Yeah. So hey, what are the chances here?
I
We
know.
got two
I know, this is awesome.
No cost entry.
I do have to admit, the Mercedes is a lot cooler. So make sure you check out Alex from Legit Street Cars. There's a link down below. They're giving away this C63 AMG absolutely for free. So get into the giveaway, check out his channel, and now we got to get this thing up in the 401. It's funny how much such a small thing brings me so much joy. Come forward. Okay, down. I think we're on. All right, so we got the horizontal stabilizer up in the 401. It feels so good to start getting some parts back on this fuselage. We have a couple bolts to put in, and then this thing's gonna be set, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of Rebuild Rescue. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video. Thank you so much. Have a great week.